What's up, you guys? It's Jono! Today I am back at Jensen Botanical Garden. I'm just chilling here on my lunch break. It's a really peaceful location, and I happen to be enjoying the peaceful calm during the winter months. I feel like it might be an Exeggcute nest too. I don't know. I've caught 3 Exeggcutes since I've been here. I don't want to get ahead of myself and start reporting a nest or anything. You guys, that was a great throw. Did you see that? That was a perfect great throw. It even bounced off of the egg in the front there. It's like, why didn't they give me the great throw? Ridiculous. Anyway, what I'm gonna do today is battle Ditto. I'm just getting started here. I just arrived, so I've got a couple Pokemon to catch, and then I am going to be battling Ditto. I'm gonna do all 6 Dittos in all Ditto attack squad. I'm also gonna do some Ditto power-ups. I've got Ditto power-ups coming in just a second. I've got some Ditto candies and I wanna use them to power up some of my Dittos past 500, so I've got a decent attack squad. And that was interesting. So check this out, you guys. This is just a minor note, but I have gotten 3 Exeggcutes since I showed up here. Goodness, I keep having to move my camera. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see here. Exeggcute, and also Exeggcute ran away. That was just a minute ago. It was a few minutes ago when I first got here. So 3 Exeggcutes just since I got here. Kind of weird. I'm wondering if there's some kind of nest activity starting to happen here, but that's a different story. So let's go ahead and go and look at my Ditto collection. I'm gonna get started on my Ditto video. It took me a little while. That was a little distracting. Let's see, so I've got 2 Dittos that are already over 500. This one is at 5,000 to power up. This one's at 4,500 to power up. I have 30 candies. What's weird about Ditto is that, look, a Ditto that's at 5,000 to power up is only 4 candies. Let's look at my, let's see, Lapras for 3,500 is already at 3 candies. Let's see a different one here. Well, I don't know, 5,000, 4 candies. Maybe it's not so weird after all. I was thinking maybe that's a little bit weird. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is power up my Dittos until I have as many Dittos over 500 as I can possibly get to. So this Ditto is gonna go to power up here. So they don't exactly get a lot off of these power-ups, 9, 10, it's not really a lot here, but I do want to get them all over 500 as much as I can at least, and then I'm gonna do some battles. So I don't think that I'll get this guy over 500, but I can at least start to power him up. So the more you power them up, the more they get powered up when they take over the form of another Pokemon. So let's say you have like a Pidgeot that is like 2,600 or something like that, and then your Ditto is gonna turn into that Pidgeot, but if he's not max powered up, he's not gonna be able to turn into a 2,600 or whatever the max is for the Pokemon he's emulating. He's only gonna be able to turn into a certain percentage of that. So it's interesting to note that you wanna power them up so that they can get more powerful in battle, which is why I wanna have more than a few that are stronger. So now I've got 3 that are over 500, I've got 1 that's 450, and then I'll have the other 2, 375, which I just caught today. I actually just caught Ditto earlier today. You can see the date on this one. He's still got the blue behind him, and it does say 12/2. Today is 12/2, so that's pretty interesting. I caught Ditto today. I was complaining yesterday about maybe there's no more Dittos, but there are still Dittos. They're just as rare as they always were. I've found them to be pretty rare, but not incredibly rare. So let's go ahead and see what's inside this gym. I'm about to beast mode these guys. We got Vaporeon and Lapras and Gyarados, which is pretty cool because I actually like fighting Pokemon that are like interesting to have my Dittos turn into. So Lapras is pretty cool. I think that's gonna be fun. And I'm gonna save my big, strong one to turn into Lapras. I want that to be the Lapras. So I'm gonna do my 507 first, and then I'm gonna do my 501. All right, and then I'm gonna save my big guy because it might take me 2 Pokemon. It might take me 2 Dittos to get through that first Pokemon. Sometimes they can be a little bit weak. So let's go ahead and do the, let's go ahead and do my final Dittos here. This one, and what is it? This one, 293, did I miss one? I feel like I missed one. I think I missed that one right there. Yeah, I missed that one. All right, so now there's my squad, and let's go ahead and get started with the battle. All right, so Ditto transforms immediately, and you can start attacking immediately. So you want to basically just be attacking just like you normally would, and just get started right away with your attacks. Ditto just transforms, and the transform doesn't take an attack. It doesn't take one of your moves, so you don't have to wait and wait and wait, basically. Now I should be dodging, but I'm not dodging here. I really should start dodging, actually. So I'm probably gonna get killed because of my because I didn't dodge. People are like, Jono, dodge! Alright, so I said it might take 2 of my Dittos to get through this Vaporeon, which is not good. It might even take me 3. That's going to be bad if it takes me 3. But I'll be able to get through. I just need to dodge a little bit. Now I hate when this happens. My dude's not even on the screen anymore. I have to actually like dodge him back onto the screen, which is like, why should I have to do that? For some reason the camera angle just does not keep up with your dude. Now that guy is getting some really big hits on me, and he's gonna take me down, unfortunately, which means I'm gonna have another Vaporeon, and this is my good one that I didn't want to transform into a Vaporeon. So now I've got a Vaporeon that I didn't want to have. I'm gonna have to swap out for another Ditto so I can get a Lapras now. Let's do my 458. He's my next strongest at the moment. I'm gonna have to get my dodge on. Oh, he's got Dragon Pulse. I dodged it, but the damage that it did still killed me. So I've got another Lapras here. I need to get my dodge, and then once I dodge, I can hit him. So this is the Ice Shard. If I can get 2 attacks in with the Ice Shard in between his attacks, that's pretty good. 1 and 2. But if I can only get 1 sometimes, that's okay too. Now, I'm taking some pretty significant damage here. I don't know if I'll be able to get through this dude. My dodges haven't been as good, because it's kind of hard to dodge. Sometimes you'll go to dodge, and instead of dodging, it does an attack, and then you lose time because of the attack. So it can be kind of tricky. And wow, he just wrecked my dude with Dragon Pulse like so bad. So I don't know if I'll get through this battle, but I do have 1 more Ditto left, and it's my Vaporeon. I wonder if I can get through. If he does Dragon Pulse on me, it's gonna be really bad. So I gotta make sure that he doesn't hit me with that Dragon Pulse. He did, even though I was dodging. Oh, time's up. Wow, that's never happened to me before. All right, so let's see. You guys, I think that there is an Exeggcute nest here. You guys, there's an Exeggcute nest here. This is brand new. There was not an Exeggcute nest here yesterday. This is crazy. Wow, Exeggcute nest. So I guess I've got kind of like 2 videos going on here. One of them is that there's an Exeggcute nest that very recently showed up, and the other one is that I'm doing my Ditto gym battles. So kind of a little 2-part video here. I didn't expect for that Exeggcute nest to show up while I was here, so kind of interesting. I was really hoping that Rattata would be a Ditto. Let's see here. So I'm gonna heal my dudes, and while I heal my dudes, I'm going to come and grab all these items. And I'll probably catch a couple of Exeggcutes. So here we go. Items. Exeggcute. I really do love this park. There's nobody here usually. It's just a nice, calm place. You can hear birds, all that stuff. It's pretty great. great throw, and the Exeggcute is very hard to execute. That's a joke. Alright, you guys, just wanted to grab those items and grab those Pokemon, and then I'm going to keep on battling the gym. I'm trying to make efficient use of my time here. I am almost out of Pokeballs, so I have to stay farming the items efficiently on the Pokestops. Otherwise, I would just sit on top of the gym, but I do have to get items. So let's go ahead and continue fighting the gym. I'm not sure if I kicked out that the Vaporeon or not. So I'm gonna have to check that. Alright, I have so many Dittos, it's hard to keep track of which one I'm supposed to use. Alright, so we can do this, let's see. Oh yeah, Vaporeon's still there. I gotta remember to dodge this time. I lost way too much. It's hard to get the dodges correct. It honestly is. I haven't got a single dodge correct so far. He's just hitting me like over and over again. So I'm just gonna button mash until this Vaporeon dies. These are all my strongest Vaporeon, or my strongest my strongest Dittos. So it's kind of weak to get stuck on a Vaporeon like this. But that's the thing with Ditto. He's not really handy on like a Vaporeon. It's not really useful at all because I'm getting not very effective on like every single hit. So it's like it'd be better to get in a type Pokemon that actually has a good type bonus, like an electric Pokemon, for example. But yeah, I'm like just going through all my Dittos here. Now it is actually better. The Lapras is weak against his own ice, and the Lapras is weak against his own he's weak against his own Dragon Pulse. So what I'm gonna have to do is just kill this Vaporeon, and then I probably won't get through the Lapras because I don't have enough Dittos. Jeez. Time's up, jeez, it gave me time's up. That was not as much time as it was last time. That is ridiculous. That seriously was not as much time. Alright guys, I'm gonna cheat just a little bit and go and kill that Vaporeon because I'm sick of fighting it. And then I'm gonna go back to Ditto. stupid Vaporeon. They're actually a really good Pokemon. That's why it's taken me forever to get through it, even with an Executor that has like a type bonus. Alright, now if I run, I wonder if it'll give me enough prestige to take out the... It barely didn't take it down. I think it's still level 3. Yeah, it was like, I think it took it down exactly to like 1 point away from going down, which is kind of funny. So I normally never fight gyms. Like, I don't even bother fighting gyms. It takes forever. You guys can see it takes forever. There's all this strategy that goes into it, and I don't know, I just don't see the point, because it's not worth any experience. It's like barely any experience, and you have to literally spend hours of gameplay just to get into 1, 2, 3 gyms sometimes, and I just don't find it to be worth it. So I don't know, that's just me. I consider these videos to be really boring personally, like when I have to make them, but I get a lot of views on the videos, so it's like, hey, if you guys like the content, that's fine, and I'll try to do a good job with it. But it's also kind of like, you know, just like standing around like button mashing gyms the whole time. I don't understand why people like that, or how Pokemon Company thought that would be a fun way to play the game. You know, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. It just takes so long. It's like ridiculous how long it takes. They should make the moves do more damage so that you don't have to take as much time to, you know, and just deplete the hit points faster, so that it's like, because it's like, you know who's gonna win, but because based on the type and based on the CP and based on the hit points and their bonuses and all that, so it's like you already know who's gonna win. So why do I have to sit here and button mash for like so long and watch these animations that really aren't even that good? And you know, I have to like watch this whole thing. So it's just kind of frustrating to me, the way that the game actually plays. Now, the way that the game plays in terms of catching rare Pokemon, that part I find enjoyable. I think that that's really fun. But what you actually do with the Pokemon once you have captured them and powered them up, the whole gym battling thing, personally, it's not my favorite part of the game. I get more excited about finding a rare Pokemon than I do battling with that rare Pokemon. I think it's just fun to try and find new Pokemon. So, I don't know. There's a lot of people who are really into the gym battling aspect of the game. And obviously the videos get a lot of views. So it's like people want to see this kind of content, which is fine by me. But for me to like stand here and give up like an hour of my time just to get into like one gym, you know, it just, I don't know, it's not like the epitome of a fun game. And when I used to play Ingress, that's the #1 thing that I also would not do, is just sit around and take portals on Ingress. I would farm items and make the big fields. You can make fields in Ingress, which was kind of an interesting point of gameplay, but it really just wasn't the main focus for me. I really like to get out and hack unique portals and go to unique locations, and then I liked going out into big groups. They would do like really big group outings, and we would go and take fields in groups, which was fun. So it's kind of a different version of gameplay. So this is where having a Ditto actually becomes really effective, because the Lapras is weak against ice, he's weak against the Dragon Pulse. So it actually ends up being pretty handy. You would never have an all Ditto attack squad. It doesn't actually make sense, for the exact reason of when I was fighting that Vaporeon, which took forever. It's like completely waste of time to have a Ditto Vaporeon versus Vaporeon. It just takes forever. So you can see how much faster the Lapras goes through the Lapras because of type bonus. And then I believe that he gets type bonus on the Gyarados as well, because the Gyarados is a dragon type. So the Dragon Pulse should be super effective as well. And the Ice Shard. So now it's Gyarados versus Gyarados, and I've got Dragon Pulse, which is still going to be super effective. And you can see once I get to the weaker Dittos, they don't get as much CP. This one's 1844 when the Gyarados that he mirrored is 2705. So big difference. It's because of the CP of my Ditto. Geez, that took forever and I'm surprised I got it all down. I'm gonna add Ditto in there. Ta-da! So yeah, I'll Ditto attack squad you guys. Takes forever, but he can be useful for some stuff. He's not really the most useful, but you may get some use out of him. And I think it makes sense most for release of legendaries, because I think legendaries are going to be level specific, so you'll have to be a certain level to get those legendary cards, because I think legendary Pokemon, because I think you'll have to be a certain level to get the Master Ball, just like Ultra Ball unlocked at a certain level and Great Ball unlocked at a certain level. I believe that the Master Ball will also unlock at a certain level, and you won't be able to necessarily get it unless you're a high enough level trainer. So that's my thoughts, at least. And then to make up for that, all the people who have Ditto will be able to use those legendary Pokemon against themselves. So Mewtwo versus Mewtwo, legendary birds versus the legendary birds, etc. So Ditto, I believe, is a precursor to having the legendaries released, so people who are not high enough level to get legendaries will at least be able to compete against those people, because they'll be able to mirror it using Ditto. So that's what I think, at least. But it was a pretty long video, so thanks everybody for watching. This has been my all 6 Ditto attack squad, and you guys can see how long it takes to battle with all 6 Dittos, but there are some advantages, some disadvantages. I think I covered most of them, and it's a pretty interesting video. So thanks everybody for watching, and peace.